I'm a little bit awkward, I guess. I figured that out recently. I noticed that because one time I was shopping in a grocery store, and the owner of the grocery store accused me of being a spy for another grocery store. I guess he was looking at me, he's like, no one looks that uncomfortable. He's up to some cabbage espionage, definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty awkward, so that's like the only thing I can feel confident about, I guess. Like, if someone tries to make me feel more uncomfortable, I just turn into Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. I'm like, I was born in the awkwardness. You merely adopted it. Like, I think I have an inferiority complex, but I'm really arrogant about it. I'm like, no one's better than me at being below everyone, so. I've been checking social media way too much. I was checking Instagram like 19 times a day. Now I check it once a day for 19 hours. So that's where I'm at right now. But I'm trying to be more in the moment. The last person I dated said I wasn't in the moment enough. I think that's what she said. I wasn't really listening. But I'm trying to grow up more, like I was reading some of my journals. I was like, wow, I used to be really immature. But I realized it was an entry from like 2 days ago. Sometimes someone will tell me like a funny, embarrassing story, and I don't even get why it's funny. I'm like, that sounds like a pretty normal situation, actually. Like, if someone in my family was kidnapped and I told the kidnapper I have a particular set of skills, he would know that I'm not talking about social skills. So there's some things I can't, like, I could never shop for someone at Victoria's Secret. I'd be like, yeah, I'm shopping for my girlfriend. They'd be like, you don't have a girlfriend. We can tell somehow. Like, this one time I went to Subway and the lady behind the counter was like, what type of cheese would you like? And this guy said American. I thought he said I'm married, so it was a really confusing conversation for me to hear. Like, what type of cheese would you like? I'm married, please back off. But I was next, she's like, what type of cheese would you like? I'm like, I'm not married. She's like, what? I was like, oh, nothing, I gotta go. I just ran away. I just ran into a restroom. At first I was in the wrong one. I was like, oh, this is a weird men's room. There's no urinals. There's a bunch of women laughing at me. They're like, he probably doesn't have a girlfriend. And I found the men's room. I was using the diaper changing stall, which I thought was okay, but I came out and there were like guys waiting to change babies in line. I felt like I had to explain why I was in. I was like, it's okay, I'm wearing a diaper right now. And that totally works if you're in that situation. There's no follow-up questions. I don't have any kids, but I found out George Foreman, like, he names all of his kids after himself. And I want to do the same thing. I'm going to name all of my kids George Foreman. And, like, if one of them gets braces, they'll have a George Foreman grill. So that is my plan. And thank you. I did that joke on America's Got Talent. It didn't go very well. I had to go out after there was, like, the act before me was a parrot. And it was, like, doing all these tricks where it was, like, flying through hoops over the audience. And the worst part was, like, afterwards, backstage, the parrot was repeating my jokes back to me and getting bigger laughs than I did.